Hi guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Tarastrology, and I will be doing your May reading for Taurus. For those of you who've just had your birthday and those of you that are coming up, happy birthday to you, Taurus. We have a lot going on. Not only is Venus about to go retrograde, but we just had the new moon in your sign, which I'm sure for Taurans you usually feel very comfortable in a sign that is your own. Obviously, you are a fixed sign, which means you kind of have a difficult time treading waters of other signs. You don't really like to change unless you want to, and you don't really like to be in other people's energies. You don't feel as safe, and of course we know that you guys are very security driven. So I'm sure that the energy alongside with, what is going on globally has been affecting everybody quite strongly. I hope that this new moon energy gave you a little bit of comfort for the time being, and hopefully the Venus retrograde will actually, considering it is your home sign, bring some positive things to light. I know last time, if you hadn't watched my video for the April readings, last April we were talking about the possibility that you guys were kind of holding something back from someone, or at least lying to yourself about something. What I really feel is many of you are being a little bit deceptive, or there's something that you were deceptive about that you weren't really not only honest with yourself about, but maybe honest with someone else. And I think that going out of the April energy, either we're trying to push it below or we've dealt with it. That we'll find out. But with this Venus retrograde, if it was relationship related, and I think for many of you it was, I think that those issues are truly going to come to light. So let's just jump in for your reading and see what comes up for you guys. I hope everyone's doing well. I know it's been a lot. I know Tauruses are really going through it, so are Cancers right now. Just from what I almost lost this. Just from who I've spoken to, really. I myself am a Cancer also, so I definitely can relate with you guys, but I do feel that everyone's been feeling really restless. Tauruses and Cancers especially, which are kind of supposed to be the home bodies of the zodiac, are more like, get me out of here. It's like you want to be home when you want to be home. You don't want to be home because someone tells you to be home. So, let's just shuffle one more time, and we'll cut the deck, and we'll jump in with you guys. For this reading, I'm using the Shadowscape Tarot, and I'll leave a link below if you guys are interested. They're really, really beautiful cards. So, just want to put that out there. And then we're off. Next reading, I'm going to take off this cloth, which I thought was so nice, but it's really getting caught to everything. Okay. Alright. Start with the Nine of Swords. You guys are feeling very anxious. The good thing that comes with the Nine of Swords is, as much as it might feel like everything's kind of coming in on you, a lot of these anxieties are in your head. They're not something that you really have to be so worried about. Not that there aren't real things to worry about, but you may be making it bigger in your head than what it actually is. They are problems that can be solved. You might not feel that way right now, but it's definitely is that. With the Seven of Cups in reverse, I feel like you're finally coming out of a disillusionment about something. So I really want to say that this is perhaps because of the last time that we were dealing with, one of the main issues was something that you were being deceitful about. It might make you anxious because perhaps it's really starting to settle in what had happened, and you were having a lot of time to yourself to really think about it. With the Seven of Cups in reverse, with this Nine of Swords, I kind of, honestly, I feel like you guys are very anxious about something coming to light, and you're finally not in illusionment. Like, you're finally seeing things clearly. You might be thinking that something's going to blow up, maybe you had done something that you regret and you think that that's going to come to light, but I don't think that that's going to happen on anyone else's accordance. I think you're thinking about it a little bit too much. With the King of Wands, this could be in relation to a fire sign. This male is probably older or at least very mature. This person in your life could be a Sagittarius, Aries, or Leo. They don't have to be, but they have a very masculine presence, and this person, as well as having this very masculine dominant presence, they're really passionate, probably have really fantastic sex. If it's not male, like if this could just be like a masculine presence, like this person just kind of like takes over, they take charge, they're the more dominant, they're the leader of this situation. And I feel like you're coming out of disillusionment and you're worrying about them finding something out. Wheel of Fortune with the Queen of Swords. So the Wheel of Fortune is all about kind of what comes around goes around in a way. What goes up must come down. It could mean a really great fortune of events, or it could mean that your time is over in that in that positive place. Maybe you were getting a lot of things coming in, and now it might not even be like your world's gonna crash down, because this isn't like a tower moment or anything, but it might mean that if things are going very positively, it's not gonna be that like you're getting the jackpot every time. It's just going to feel like there's going to be a little bit more push to it. If you've been kind of dealing with it and in that rut, then this could mean positive things are coming along as well. With this Queen of Swords, I feel like what this depends on is you being truthful. Because I really do feel like this is you. When I pulled this was exactly what I thought. Queen of Swords is kind of cold and they're kind of cynical. They really have to be harsh with you. They have to use their words very, quick, just to kind of rip off the band-aid. They don't like to hide things. They like to really be straightforward. And I think that this turn of events, this positive energy that could be coming in, could be because you're being truthful. This also could be a pause to all of the positive things because you're being truthful. But however, this energy, this Queen of Swords, is very necessary for your growth. Whether it's positive or negative, it's a very necessary action that needs to happen. So I feel like you have to be really truthful. I feel like you have to cut people off. You might have to cut off somebody that you're talking to on the side if you're in a relationship. You might have to cut off certain friendships, or if there is somebody in your life that really isn't fitting in so much, I think that you really have to cut them off. That's kind of what I'm seeing with this. With the Empress, I feel like, because the Empress is the Taurus card, I feel like, as much as this might be, to some of you, worrisome, because perhaps you don't want to have a certain conversation, or you don't want to be what you would perceive as mean, which it might not be mean, it might just be, it might come off as, a bit harsh because it might hurt somebody's feelings, but it's not necessarily a mean thing. But I feel like when you do this, you actually will get that positive energy coming in, because with the Empress card is the Taurus card, and it's all about birth. For some of you, you might find out that you're pregnant this month. Don't worry if that's not something that you're trying to bring into your life, or if, with your partner, that you're not trying to have that happen. If you use the necessary precautions, you should be okay. It could also just mean that you're bringing in new energy and you're at a very creative point with the Venus retrograde. Like I was saying, you're starting to really think about things you find beautiful, your surroundings. You're being more creative. You're definitely sprucing up the place. Like if you're at home, you're really making it feel more at home. And also you're just kind of bringing birth to new ideas. Perhaps you're thinking about new endeavors to like embark on either with this person or in your life. And I think that by being straight with certain people, I think that you're going to have a whole new flood of energy that's going to be really beneficial to you. That's a great card. And I know most times around your birthday, it's like your most magical, potent time, because that was the time that you were born. And that really is important. So I think you guys should realize that with this Empress card coming up in your, the month of your birthday, or, even if it had just happened, you're in your time. So you're bringing in all of this positive energy, and this is a really beneficial card to come. Let's see the next ones. We have the Queen of Cups, 8 of Pentacles, and Death. Okay. There's a water sign in your life, maybe female energy, again, words, sorry. Possibly this person is either a water sign. This could be Cancer, Pisces, or Scorpio. They could also be your mother. They are a mother-like figure. This person is very sensitive, very caring. They have a way with kind of dealing with your emotions. There's someone you could definitely lean on. And I think this person's really going to push you to do your best and be your best at this time. With the 8 of Pentacles, it's about mastering a skill and really going after something and learning something. So this person could be pushing you to do something in your life that could really bring in like money, with the Empress card there too. Pentacles also is related to money and finances, things that are resourceful. So this person could be pushing you to find new ways to be able to either make money or make your life kind of more abundant in some way. I think this person is going to aid in I think this person could be actually helping you with getting the courage to really be truthful about certain situations, or at least about directing your life in a more positive way and kind of managing your emotions. This person has a very, in this card, which I love, this card, she's standing on top of the water. She's I think she's on a turtle. No, she's on a rock, but she's right above the water. So it's she can deal with all of the emotions around her, no matter how big and no matter how deep they are. But she's not, submerging herself in them where she's becoming too much. So I think that this person, either mother or a close friend who is mother-like in some way, is really going to help you propel your life forward. I also feel with the Death card, this could bring about changes in your career path or in your job. Some of you are unemployed right now. This could mean that they are pushing you to find other means of making money. And with the Death card, I see that there's going to be a change that is going to come about this specific skill that you're learning, this thing that you're really diving into, and all of this that really happens throughout the month. Having the conversations that you need to do, being blunt with people, just the people coming in and around your life right now are helping you shed old ways completely and really make sure that you're not going to return to less positive and less abundant way of being, really. So with this Death card, I really feel something about you is changed so much so that you are not going to be able to go back. Not gonna say it. Change my mind. But it brings about a death of an old way of being and brings in a positive new light. Where death, there is rebirth. So a lot of times I say the Death card and people are like, oh my god, I'm gonna die, everyone's gonna die. No, it's fine, don't worry. I still don't know what I pulled. Knight of Swords, 5 of Cups, 5 of Swords. There is someone that is from your past that is air sign, I will say, or has a lot of air-like qualities. This person could kind of be more quiet than I think you've either want them to be or have wanted them to be. They're trying to like poke their way kind of back into your life in some way, shape, or form. This could be like they're trying to get your attention from odd ways, or this could also be that they're like trying to reach out to you. With the Five of Cups and the Five of Swords, I feel like it causes a lot of internal conflict. I don't feel like this is beneficial for you to go back. This could also be like a friendship trying to come back around that like really screwed up in the past. With the Five of Cups and the Five of Swords, I feel like they make you feel like you just don't have anything to yourself. Like there's just nothing but conflict. Everyone's just has left the situation on like bad terms because you probably were both wrong in some way, but it's just there needed to be a change for anything to really be able to fix. And seeing 2 5s, I don't feel like anything's changed. So I feel like with this card coming up, if someone comes back where they're trying to come back this month, no, don't do it. Just cut it off right there. Don't even let yourself sit in it. With the Five of Cups, it really means you're going to try to sit and like grieve over this person or this loss of this connection in some way, even though I'm going to let you know they've been gone. They've been gone, so don't worry about it. You've already moved past this. We don't need to move on to that again. So, that came out quick. I was just like, no, say 2 5s. I'm like, this is done. So I would really say if somebody tries poking their head around this month because it's your birthday, maybe they want to try to use that as a way to kind of meddle their way back in. Cut it off. Don't let yourself sit into that sadness because you have a lot more. You're grieving over a situation that really wasn't benefiting you at all. And it caused conflict internally, externally. I'm sure you fought a lot. And the bottom of the deck, I see like the Knight of Wands in reverse. So Knight of Wands typically is somebody who really is going after things, and the Knight of Wands in reverse is like, there's like a lack of direction and like you kind of feel a little bit scrambled. This could be because, you're dealing with some internal conflicts about truths you need to say to some people, and maybe some people are trying to push their way back in. But we can reverse this. We can make this upright. You just really need to be able to lean on the people in your life that are caring for you. So this Queen of Cups is going to be a really important figure in your life. And don't worry, because that Death card is going to come towards the end of the month. So as much as it might be, it feels like a lack of direction overall, the Death card at the end of this is really telling me, at the end, you're going to be okay. So I think that this is going to be a challenging month, but this is not going to be a bad month. I don't want you guys to be worried about this. I want you to enjoy your birthdays and as much as you can while you're stuck inside. Unless you're working, of course, then I hope you're staying safe. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading. I will be leaving my links below if anyone wants to contact me for a private reading. If not, of course, not necessary. I will see you guys next month, and I hope you enjoyed this. Have a good one. Bye.